All right, we're gonna do this real fast today, cause man, that's what I'm talking about. I want to get you where you ain't having to work no damn 12 hours when you're my age. All right, so I got us back in here, but of course I'm in the wrong account because I'm just going to go over the paper account that we did. If it'll let me close that, it didn't. There it is. All right, so I got to log back in here real quick, but it's Friday, um, and in large part, I am not trading today. I usually trade this right here as the futures. Just didn't see a setup that I felt like I could count on for today. So I'm patting myself on the back because I'm actually walking away because so often I feel the need to do something. You know what I mean? I feel like I gotta. There's got to be a trade there because I do see that this could happen, and that is my opening range. And I'm noticing now that that's actually a different instrument. So I'm trying to keep myself focused on just gold, and that's why I didn't have it drawn out. Here's my account. Get back up. Where'd you go? There you are. And you put that on the paper account. Okay. All right. This will take just a second for that to load up. And then what I'm going to remember that we bought the I believe it was EMR, Emerson Electric. We bought 100 shares at $130. That's $13,000 that we spent on Wednesday. And we took $130 for doing it, which got us the shares at a discount. So we bought them for $100, 130. I'm sorry, we bought 100 shares for $131.86. Um, and we got that. So to show you again how that plays out, I'm going to not go over that. Put the trades in. Oh, because that's the account. Profits and losses. Where's. Oh, because I got it on all accounts instead of broke it down. Okay, so here we go. Now it's showing. And I'm not going to go through all of that right now, but what I will go through is this to show you what we did. Trade history on EMR. We have one order. We bought the shares for 131.86, but we also took $130. So although the shares cost 131.86, we only paid 130.56. So remember, we paid, when it's all said and done, 130.56. When we sell the shares, if they get called away from us, our strike price, remember, was it doesn't have the strike price. I thought it did have that in there. Okay, well, we'll put it up here. There it is. Strike price is 132. I just wasn't looking clearly. That's all. Strike price is 132, meaning they will pay us $132 at the end of today if the stock is above $132, and it's currently at 136. So what we've done, and this is the way I like to think about this one, because people have they're hung up on the whole it's a gamble thing. Well, if you want to look at it like that, the person who paid us is the gambler. We bought a stock. We were paid to do so. The person who paid us to do so, the person who paid us that $130 back here on when do we buy this? On the 3rd. So the person who bought that, who gave us that $130 on Wednesday, right? They had a feeling it's already at 139.31. I think it's going to go up. So they paid the $130 to us so that they can now turn around and buy those shares for $132. That's all they got to pay us, but they can turn right around and sell them for 136. So they make $400 on that play. You see that? They gave me 130, but they're going to get 140 and perhaps even more because they're buying them and then they can hold on to them. So if the stock actually goes back up, as you can see back here on this, the history of the stock, at a point it went way up here. Remember I told you yesterday about filling gaps, and you can see there's another gap right there. So you could see this potentially going over the next few weeks or months to 145, and that person only paid 132 plus the 130 they gave us. We only paid 130, but less than 131, and we're going to get 132. So we're going to get that $130 in our account, and then we'll find something next week to do the same thing. Let somebody else take that chance, because the same way they did this here, they bought it here, they paid us for it here, and then they had that. So what could have happened is they paid us for it, then the price went up, and they're like, oh, I'm going to make some money. Then the price goes back down. If the price goes back down, we have the stock still for 130, 150 or 130.56. So we have the stock there, and I guess actually our price would be the 131.86. So not counting their $1.30, but our price would stay there, and we would be able to do the same thing next week. Find somebody who wants to buy it, who thinks it's going to go up now, and then they'll continue to do that. And in the meantime, in between time, if we get stuck with the stock, as it were, then this particular stock is going to give you a dividend of 52 cents, 52 cents, 52 cents, 55 cents every quarter. So every 3 months for those 100 shares, you would right off the bat just get 50, let's just say 50 cents. So right off the bat, you get an extra $50 every 3 months until the call shares get called away. You're not waiting on that dividend. That dividend has the effect of making the stock work for us, because that means that people are into it because it's a dividend stock. It also, there's various reasons why they'll be there, and that's why it's good for us to be there and to be that chip. And it is time to go. Yes, dear, I'm on my way up. All right, and that's where we are on that play, is just waiting until tomorrow, because like I said, we will sell it at 132. If it's above 132 at the end of the day, it's already at 136. So unless it drops all the way back down today, then we will just take that money. And if they do take them, if it does drop, then we'll just move forward from that point. And then we'll start to, if we do end up with the shares, I'll start to show you how you keep track of how much you paid for the stock, and then keeping track as you go along how much you're getting in premiums, so that even if you lose the stock, or it adjusts how much you have to sell that call for. So even if the stock goes down under what you paid for it, if you add up the premiums that you've taken and you can sell it for more than that, then you will still be even. Of course, we don't want to be even. We want to get all our money back and just take the profits, which is why on the live account, I'm holding on to the Webull stock until it rebounds. And I must go, gotta go work another 12 hours. And hopefully you won't have to.